Our American pilgrimage brought us to Detroit, Michigan, to Solanus Casey, where sometimes he would tell people, thank God of ahead of time for the miracles that they were going to receive. We went to St Bonaventure Monastery, and this is the place where Solanus Casey spent many years in religious life. He also was at other convents in the U.S. and New York, as well as in Indiana. These were the doors that often he would meet people. He was a priest with the faculty to celebrate Mass, but not given the faculty to preach or to hear confessions. This was a very humbling experience for Solanus Casey. And through this humbling experience, we see his obedience to God and his superiors, totally submitting himself to the divine will of God. Some of the things that struck me the most about Solanus Casey, who's in the canonization process right now, he's currently at Blessed, was his plan for holiness. So many of these things spoke to me. He wrote this when he was just 26 years old, and he would live this for the next 60 years of his life. He would say, detachment of oneself from earthly affections, to have a singleness of purpose, to meditate on the passion of Jesus Christ, to have the uniformity of will within the divine will, to make sure that he did mental prayer, meditation, and contemplation, and that into prayer he should ask, and it shall be given to you. It was through his various life experiences that you can see there at the museum, as well as through his documentaries, that you can begin to understand some of Solanus Casey's path to holiness. But it's a simple path that so many of us, if we chose to, could follow. In his humility, he shows us the way to Jesus Christ through ordinary actions, but doing them with extraordinary love. The people, no matter where he was at, would go to him because they were able to sense a man of love, a man of prayer, and a man connected to God. So often with the saints, it's their love of God that ultimately the love of God radiates in them and through them. There's something about his eyes when you see images and photos of him, that his eyes draw you in. So there in Detroit, they have many of his personal artifacts, and when I say many, I mean many for religious. But we can all think to ourselves, how can we detach from earthly affections? How can we be singly purposed? And we ask Blessed Solanus Casey, pray for us.